Alright guys, so just about everybody now has a fidget spinner, right? True. So this one is actually a Si3N4 whatever. I don't know how to say half of these names anymore because they're running out of names. Anyways, this actually has ceramic ball bearings, so this one makes it a little bit more special. Sort of supposed to be, right? Anyways, here's what it looks like. It's just a plastic with some bearings in here. So here's the deal with these things. They seem like pretty good spinner things, but once you start spinning them, they don't spin that long. As you can see, this one, it'll spin, but not very good. So here's one way where you can make this spinner and any spinner, basically, I would think, a lot better. So on this one, there's caps here, so you just pop the caps off, and usually what you find here, see if I can zoom in here, bearing and grease. They put grease inside, so so it's lubricated. But here's the problem: the grease actually slows this thing down like crazy. So what you want to do is, let's see if I can do it on this one. Let's push this thing out just like that. There you go. So it just popped right out. I don't know if you can, on most of them you could probably do this easily. So you just pop the bearing out. There's a ton of grease on that thing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a brake cleaner. You can use any kind of solvent. You can even use just soap, so it won't harm it as long as you lubricate it after you clean it like this. So get the heavy grease out of there is the idea here. So I can spray it at the same time. So what we're doing here is we're really eating up that grease. Alright, so once you get this cleaned out really good, where there's practically no grease in there at all, you can see how clean that is. Then what you want to do, it's already going to spin way better than it did before. So you could technically leave it like this, but I would recommend putting some kind of low friction oil in there, because just in case you don't want to accumulate rust there or anything. Okay, so I'm going to use a cotton swab to get a little bit of the oil here, and then just kind of tab it in there just a little bit so it's got oil in it. And that's all you really need. You want it to be as minimal of resistance in there as possible. Oil, and then just lightly just put some on every bearing. I mean, just a little bit is enough, so you don't want to overdo it. So next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wipe it off with a towel and put it back into the fidget spinner. So you got your bearing all lubricated and everything is nice. Now you just put it back in there. So I just put it flush in there. Push it in like that. At least on mine, that's the way it is. And that's it. You have yourself a pretty good spinner now. So I'm going to put the end caps back on here. These guys, they have a little bit of grease on them, so you might want to wipe that off or clean it while you're cleaning the bearing also. But you might not want to put any harsh chemicals on the plastic because it might discolor it or even ruin it actually. So you might just want to soap wash them if you want to wash them at all. But I just wipe them off. It's good enough. So first one's in and second one's in, and you can tell already this thing is a lot better. So let me just spin it up here. 3, 2, 1, and you can see that it's a lot more free. I would say you're gonna get double, maybe even triple spin time. Alright guys, so I'm gonna give this thing a good spin so you can see how long it spins, I guess. Oh, I hit my own finger there. There we go. So I mean, I hit it decently hard, but not crazy hard. And this is not a crazy heavy spinner, so it's not going to be as long as a high-end spinner that's heavy. So So yeah, that's about it right there. That was just a moderate tap. Alright, well, hope you like this video, and if you want to get a fidget spinner just like this one, it's a little bit higher quality than normal. At least the bearing is supposed to be, so I think it's like 10 bucks. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.